Hello there. Welcome to Elimination. This is our second semi-final in our mini-series about the great foods. And with me, I have my niece, Pauline.
Hello.
And my wife, Wifey.
Hi, everyone.
Right, what have you been up to, Pauline? Anything exciting?
No. I just literally come in, haven't I? Ranted for about... How long did I rant for? Feel better now, though.
A long time, yeah. We got a bit fed up there, actually.
Yeah, but I feel so much better.
Yeah, well, it's good to have a rant. She's having a bit of a mare day, so hopefully after this she'll have it. It'll all be smooth.
I'll tell you, it is only 10 o'clock in the morning.
Been up since 1.
She's been out raving.
She's on the early shift. Right, well, we're going on a little trip today, aren't we, Wifey?
We are, yes.
Where are we going?
Broadstairs, my favourite place.
And where are we staying?
The Albion Hotel on the seafront.
Yeah, one night.
With a sea view, and we'll wake up to the sound of the sea. Yeah.
Oh, but you can't wait.
Walk along the jetty, say hello to me dad, because we put his ashes off the end of the jetty when he died. So I always go and have the fishermen probably think I'm nuts, but hi dad.
and even though Italian food got knocked out in the first semi-final, we are going for an Italian tonight, aren't we?
You're going for an Italian?
Yeah, Sardinia, I think it's called, the restaurant. Right opposite the hotel, so no driving on, I think.
Oh, I know.
So he can drink himself into oblivion.
Wine.
Yeah, red wine and some lager,
I don't like red
suppose.
wine, but I know you do.
Yeah. Wifey will have
Fizzy water.
something pastry, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
She does like a bit of pasta.
I love a bit of
Yeah,
pasta.
I like pasta.
Dave's not keen, so I don't do it very often. So.
How can anybody dislike
I
pasta?
don't know.
I don't
That's
dislike pasta.
impossible.
I don't dislike pasta.
You think it's a bit dull, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I prefer noodles for two.
You don't, but what's
I
the
like
difference
a- I
between
like
a
a
noodle and
different-
pasta?
I
It's a
just
different
like
shape.
I just like noodles.
His sister Yvonne, she's the same. She don't like pasta.
But something
Does
I'm not
she?
keen on it.
she don't like anything.
Oh, but she's listening now. Shouting
Well,
at
she
you.
doesn't.
She's
She's
gonna
very.
kill you.
Well, she hasn't got much range. She's put me off his track. Oh, one thing I won't be having is a steak. I've gone right off steaks for some
Have
reason.
you?
Yeah, I've gone right. I
I
don't
was
know.
shocked about that. I thought you loved to stay.
Well, I did, but it's just
It's boring, isn't it? I'm the same.
Yeah,
Never
I
been into
I
a
prefer a
steak.
good old lamb or pork chop. It's better than
Good
a
old
steak
bit
for
of
me.
chicken.
You and your chicken, blimey.
Good old chicken breast.
Chicken's all right.
If
bloody
chicken
hell.
became scarce, you'd be in deep, deep
Well, I don't know what
trouble.
I'd eat.
Other meats are available. Now, I've got to tell you about Fred's football on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Did he do well?
No.
Oh, no. You sure you want to tell us then?
Well, the story is they got too many players. They got about 18 players, right? So it's hard to pick the best 11. So
Are they all really good?
no, some aren't very good at all. Some shouldn't even be in the squad. I hope none of them are
No,
listening.
they're not listening, are they?
But anyway, you up to there? Oh, anyway, so he picks what he thinks is his strongest 11 to get them off, win the game, and then worry about it afterwards, rather than chase the game down the losing. Anyway, first half, Fred's on the bench.
Oh, no.
About 5 minutes to go before half time, they're winning 3-0. So it's worked.
It's worked, yeah.
So, but then he brings changes on. He brings Fred on with all the numpties.
Oh, no.
And they lost 5-3.
I know this is where
they
this
lost
is going.
5-3. Got beat 5-0 in the second half.
So now Fred looks like one of the rubbish ones.
Yeah. But, well, no, Fred's about the only one who actually passes the ball
So
regularly.
say Fred's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right, yeah. I mean,
I bet he was frustrated.
Oh, they all were. But, yeah, it was just one of them crazy days. Only their second defeat of the season.
Oh.
I think you have some parents that weren't very happy about it.
Well, you stand on either sides of the pitch, our lot and their lot. A lot of people can't support them.
That's good.
And there was this fella who was the coach of the other team, and he kept trying to bully the ref into making decisions, and it seemed to work. And he kept moaning about the ref, moaning about this. That's handball. That was a penalty. This is that. Oh, ref, that's a. And their blokes were saying, keep it down, ref. But of course, when they went 3-3 and then 4-3 up, he weren't moaning anymore.
I bet he weren't. He went silent.
And at the end of the game, well, shook the old ref's hand, well done, the rest sort of thing. But it was just a disaster from start to finish. But it was a nice morning, I like getting
At least they
out
won't stand there in the pouring rain or the snow or
Yeah.
No,
Are you
gales.
one of these on the side really shouting and...
I don't abuse on it. I just shout, go Fred, go.
He's
But I
their,
shout out to the other players as well.
he's their pundit.
But I certainly, when they went 3-0 up, I certainly didn't see them losing 5-3. I mean, just a game of two halves, as they used to say. Yeah,
when Lewis played football for a little while, it was really a short while, then he was out with mates and didn't want to. But I never thought I'd be one of them mums that's on the side shouting. I was.
Not you.
Yeah. And I didn't
Quiet lady.
Why are you looking like that? I didn't think I was, but the minute the ball went near it, oh my God, I was really shouting my head off.
He's one of them.
Yeah, some of them do go over the top.
Not too much, I hope. But
You didn't have a fight then, not a stand-up fight with another mum.
Could you imagine?
I can see it. There was one on Facebook recently, wasn't there, where they all got out of control.
Oh, I
and
didn't
big
see that.
bungling.
Oh, yeah, and all the kids were trying to separate the adults. I mean, come
Oh, how
on.
stupid.
Yeah, so that was...
Oh, poor Fred. Gutted for him.
Yeah.
Just got to put it beside him, behind him and move on.
Now, I want to discuss two films that me and wifey have seen recently. One is an old film from the 80s. I don't know if you remember it. It's called Jumping Jack Flash, Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Vaguely. Not
Where
enough.
it's something to do with the Rolling Stones song, Jumping Jack Flash, and she has to work out what Mick Jagger's saying. That's the best part of the film.
Vaguely, very vaguely.
But I remember it being quite a good film, but it was awful, wasn't it?
Well, I don't remember seeing it before, and Dave said, it's just really, really good. Well, I could have, halfway through, I could have turned it off.
Yeah, I mean, it was just...
Wifey asleep in the
It
corner.
was so
Good.
dated, and
I hate it when that happens.
every gag you could hear. So if we ever do a movies of the 80s, we're going to have to watch some of these films to see how they hold
Because
up.
you remember them in your head as real good.
Well, you've got a different brain then.
Yeah.
I remember the bit where she's trying to work out what he's saying as being really funny and going on for ages, but it seemed to be over in a flash.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was just terrible. And the other film we watched recently is an up-to-date film, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, I've heard about this and I want to see it. Is it good?
No. Well, in our
We
opinion,
didn't like it.
we gave up on it.
I think
We very rarely give up on films. The only film I think I gave up before was Inception. There was a sort of link. It was...
Oh, Inception, that is quite complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, it just got in her nerves. And this is a bit similar in a way, isn't it? Where it jumps forward and backwards.
and someone's someone and then someone else.
I mean, I've done...
And then you've got
Actually,
writing.
I think I've seen this.
The Chinese
Chinese.
in the laundrette.
I've seen this
With
film.
Janet Lee Curtis.
I really liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm sure it made me cry at the end.
Oh, it didn't make us cry, did it? We switched it off.
We cried. We only cried because it was boring.
Title, I thought, I want to see
We got 50 minutes in.
Yeah, I saw
It's a
this
long film,
about
it's about 2 hours, 2 hours, 48
a couple
minutes.
of years ago I saw this film.
Yeah, we had 2 hours to go, and we thought, do we really want to sit here for 2 hours?
Oh, I really
Didn't
enjoyed
get
it.
into it at all.
No, I did.
I liked the
It was very
I liked the woman in it,
strange.
the mum. I liked her.
The mum.
But I just couldn't get on with the jumping around and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And the
no,
fight
I
scenes,
liked it. I wish
thought
I
were
remembered it
ridiculous.
enough, but I know I really
As soon as they
enjoyed
started
it.
doing kung fu and all that, I thought,
You can't be bothered with it.
no. It was like
But you
that.
enjoyed it?
Yeah, I really liked it. I remember Lewis saying to me, because Lewis absolutely loves it.
Really?
Absolutely loves it. And he said to me, you've got to watch it. And I did. And first of all, I remember thinking, but I really enjoyed it.
How far? We got to, where did we get to?
I wish I remembered it. When
Was
I
it Japanese or Korean?
I'm not sure.
I think it might be Korean.
Which doesn't bother me.
Well, it had
I'll tell you
subtitles,
what,
didn't it, at the
we
beginning?
loved
Parasite.
Parasite,
That's
that's-
really
yeah,
good
that's-
because I thought
that-
I'm never going to get
that's a
into
great
this when
film.
subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles don't bother us.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. Was subtitles. Just literally got
We
so
love a
into
French
it.
film, don't we?
Yeah,
We watch a lot of
a
French
film
films.
noir.
Film noir. Yeah, a lot of film noir.
Whatever's the posh ass.
Yeah, I don't know it's a French film.
Oh, we didn't like. I know it's for next series, really, but where they turn into pigs and.
Oh, yeah.
Spirited Away.
No, we
Spirited
didn't
Away,
like
yeah.
that, did we? Now that I didn't like.
There must be some of them anime films that we would like, but I
Yeah,
don't think we're going to have
sure
time
there
to find them before
No.
we get stuck in, which ain't
Flow.
far
Have
away.
you seen Flow yet?
No, I haven't.
With the cat? That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
That's the best one. I
The only
think.
downside is the drawings of the dogs. I don't know why, but the dogs don't look as realistic as the other animals.
Yeah,
do they?
no, that's true. But it's good. I liked it. I thought it was really sweet little film.
Yeah. I watched Inside Out too.
Oh yeah, we took
Am I
Emily to
allowed
see
say
that.
now what I
Couldn't
thought
you
of that?
relate? Couldn't you relate
Oh,
to
every
what?
bit. I thought, I know how that's she's feeling
You
right
know
now.
what they were talking about. Yeah.
I definitely know that feeling. I didn't know if we were allowed to say too much.
Right, so it's Inside Out 2 versus Flow. Who are you voting for?
Oh, and I tell you the one I really enjoyed, and I watched it again and again. I think I've watched it 3 times now. Sing.
Sing. Have you seen Sing 2?
Sing 2.
Sing 2. The original one's better because he's got the pig kids.
Family.
Yeah, I love the pig mum when
film.
she come out in all the black. I can't say too much.
No,
We're
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. And Bob and Monas.
He will.
Who?
Yeah, where's he been? This is the second one.
He's at work.
He'll be here for the final, apparently. Allegedly. Right, so now it's the
But we
second
might not be.
semi-final, and it's up against the full English in the final at Wembley. And it's Indian food versus the good old Sunday roast.
Do you know what, Dave?
Do you like both of these?
Oh, I'm going to say I don't know if I can decide.
You'll have to.
Oh, this is my two
I'm
favourite dinners.
the same. I love both of them. And I find it
How
really
can
hard
we
to give in.
choose? Curry, we love our curry, but we love our Sunday roast, and wifey's roast potatoes.
Have you ever had that Indian on the Saturday night and then have a Sunday roast Sunday? You must have done.
Must have us,
Yeah.
must have. I would have thought so.
But you don't have a full English in between.
Not really, no.
Have a heart attack in the evening.
Oh, do you know what? I made, talking about curry, so I didn't make anything, but you know when we went out for a curry last, whose birthday was it? Oh, it was your birthday, wasn't it, Dave? Oh, this bit might be too much information for people.
Go on.
Oh, go on.
Right, so you know I get up, so I'd ate the dinner at what was like,
This is the
finished at
following
8.
day?
Yeah, so say like finished at 8, didn't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did, because I got to be
When
home.
we went for curry.
You didn't have a bacon
Got
sandwich, did you, when you got in?
No, it's nothing like that. Got home, so I'm asleep, say by 9. Got to be up at
Don't that hang on you a bit?
yes, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So it's like 1:30 in the morning. I get up for work because I'm doing a night shift, so I just had a few hours sleep, and my stomach. But you know when this is way too much. Really.
Well, you started
get on.
now.
You started so you finished.
You know when you don't need to go because it's just not happening yet,
Yeah.
and then I've gone to work,
And
and
it
then I'm
happened in a
working,
hurry.
thinking, oh my God, and I'm at work. There's no way I can ever at work.
What?
I could if I had to.
Are you
Could if I had to.
joking?
We have got a toilet that's just one on it. But after an Indian, I'm thinking, after normal, it might be all right. But after an Indian,
Yeah, when it wants out, it wants out.
and I must admit, I was thinking at work, oh God, I don't know if I can do that again. Because my stomach
You shouldn't do that. It's really
so
bad for you.
swollen, so rock hard where I needed to go.
So describe
so bad.
describe the toilets you worked in. Is it just one room, one toilet?
No, this is so you walk in, you've got the disabled toilet on the right, but people say like you want to go privately.
Well, you
So
were
it's one-
disabled because
yeah,
you.
one cubicle. Then you go down, and then it's awful because you walk in and it's all lockers and all toilets.
Oh, so
So
if you're on the toilet,
if
Oh, so
you're
people come in
going
their
in-
lockers, they can hear
You can
what's
hear
going
us.
on.
Yeah, you just go through a little bit. It's not one big square room. It's like lockers on the side, then in a little bit. No door, no nothing, and all the toilets in a
Oh, so
line.
there's not much privacy.
There's no privacy whatsoever. So, say like my friend Daniel at
They don't
work.
put microphones in there as well to make it worse, do they?
Say like Anya at work is on the loo and I'm at my locker and we chat away. You're right, yeah. But so everyone can hear everything. So Anya will say to me sometimes, "I'm just going to go into the disabled loo," like mucking about. So we all know, but there's no way. I have never driven home so fast.
that's
Like a
done.
maniac. That's it, your clutch got done.
Yeah, I drove home and I run up them stairs. You know when you think,
Oh, tell me
this
about
is
it.
not... Yeah, so a curry just before work, not always the best mixture.
Well, probably the timing of it as well. If you'd have had it a bit earlier, possibly.
yeah, or I got up later,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get up later
No.
because of work.
Yeah,
and
we that's why we always go for India. We always go about 6, half
6
past.
is, yeah, to eat
I
it.
mean,
a
we used
bit,
to
I
go
can't-
up sort of 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Same
I
words
can't
again
eat
up for a
early.
weird 1 o'clock in the morning. It's just.
Well, that's how I felt. I woke up at 1 in the morning for work
Yeah.
with my stomach thinking, oh.
Yeah.
Even when I put my work trousers on, you know, it's like,
Why don't you just leave them open? I mean,
Was the old top button
Top
like,
button
cool,
was-
bloody
top
hell!
button was undone. And when I sat down in my chair at work, because I've got the little office bit, and I sat
You
down
broke
in the
the
chair.
chair.
No, I didn't break the chair. But you know when you just, sometimes, you know when you're feeling really bloated and you deliberately stick out even more because you're like, oh. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Once I've been to the toilet, I was fine.
Talking about.
I should never have shared that with everyone.
That's
but you know
all right.
what?
We've all been there. We've
While we're
all
on the
been there.
subject of microphones in toilets, there is a story about the Stones when they just on the verge. I think it's just on the verge of getting famous, or just after, that sort of period. And Mick and Keith had a flat in London, and they rigged up this thing where they put microphones in the toilet. And had a speaker in the main living room.
No.
So when people used to come over, they used to wait for someone to go to the toilet, and they switch. Hey, it's gone in there. Jim's gone in the toilet. Hang on. They just put it on. They could hear every noise coming through it. And they'd come back in the room. They all laughed their heads off. The bloke didn't know why they were laughing.
Oh my God!
I don't think they ever recorded it and made an album. It probably would have sold.
I was going to say, but it done well. Oh no! So I've learnt from that.
So getting back to the old Indian, Pauline. So you go out for an Indian right now.
Yeah.
What would you order?
Right now, I fancy a chicken dansak with mushroom rice, sagaloo, Bombay potato, naan bread, a bit of naan bread,
And a pint of Cobra.
That first sip of the Cobra is
first is
one of the best bits, isn't
best
it?
thing in life.
Is it?
Or maybe not. It's a bit exaggerating. But that first mouthful,
feels like that at the
really
time.
Oh yes.
That bloke who invented Cobra Lager was a genius, wasn't he?
But if you were, say, at home and just having a Cobra, that
I've
doesn't
had
feel
Cobra
right.
indoors.
Doesn't
You can
feel
get
the same.
cans and
It's
bottles
not
of
the
Cobra.
same. I love
No.
it. I love it. Oh, this is how sad I am. I like it when it's us. So Bob and Vic, Lewis, you two,
The gang.
yeah, and we all sit down in our usual spots. This is really sad. Really sad. You and Lewis are always next to each other. Me, I'm always
His favourite son.
Vic. Yeah. Oh, poor Bob. Sorry, Bob. And then the first bit turns up. That excitement and that feeling right there of with my people I love, with that first bit of Cobra, gonna have my
Drop a
curry,
Cobra, drop a Cobra.
drop a Cobra, and my. I love that.
It's a shame you
feeling.
can't bottle that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
isn't it a nice feeling?
Yeah.
That is the best.
And it's not a sip, that first
No.
one. It's a gulp.
It's a
isn't it?
gulp,
yeah.
It's a third of the way down.
No, I can't. I'm a lady.
Oh,
It's
you never told me that, Whitey.
I didn't say that. Don't drag me into it.
yeah, love that. That feeling then. I always feel every time, never lets me
You're
down.
in your happy place.
I'm really happy right now. Yeah.
Oh, let's
Just
put one
can't-
up then, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had one for a little while, have we?
But Aaron Fingerside, you're supposed how many different Indian meal main courses you reckon you've had?
I've had
Is it more than 10?
no.
See,
I've had korma, which to me no.
you
Have
can't
you moved on from
A
that?
tikka masala I've had.
Korma's
That's tasty.
your L plates, isn't it?
Yeah, that's when you're just starting
yeah.
out. Tikka masala. I mean, it's tasty.
That's the same. That's a
But I
learner
don't
as
go
well.
to that.
No.
A dansak, a jalfrezi is one of my chicken
like them
jalfrezi.
onions.
Chicken boona,
A
you've had
chicken
as well.
boona. I reckon I've done 5. Jalfrezi
But why?
boona.
Why don't you branch out?
Because I love it so much that I'm.
You could love 15.
Yeah, I know, but what if that one turns up and I'm
you've
wasted my happy moment.
So you've lost one. You could even, if it's a disaster, order another meal quick, couldn't you? There, it's in
I
about
suppose
30
so.
seconds.
But I had you once. This was years ago. It might. I don't know when it was, but it was a long, long time ago, like years. And you had a really, really, really hot one, and you got me to taste it. And I said to you, Dave, there's no flavour in that. All I can feel is heat. And you went, no, yes, there is. Couldn't tell you what it was. And I'm going
Yeah,
back
but you've
years ago.
matured
Probably a
since
korma.
then. That's your dad, isn't it? Oh, blew me head off.
Blew me off.
Yeah, blew me head off.
What's the hottest you go? Vindaloo.
I've had I wouldn't have a foul. I mean, that'd be too. I've had a Vindaloo, but Vindaloo's disappointing because even though it's hot, there's nothing like jalfrezi's got all your nice tomatoes and onions and a rich sauce.
Yeah.
Vindaloo, when I had it, just lumps
just
of
meat.
chicken in gravy, like a gravy
A hot
sauce.
gravy.
Yeah, it's just no.
I've done a Vindaloo here. We had a Vindaloo
Yeah,
the
we've had
other week.
Vindaloo from the supermarkets. They're
No,
not a
I did a thingy one.
Oh yeah,
didn't I?
yeah. So she had the Vindaloo sauce and made one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't
that
go
wasn't,
to
honestly,
Vindaloo.
it wasn't at all.
How much hotter than a jalfrezi?
Same. Some dansaks I've had have been hotter than that.
Oh, see, I love
In
a
the jar.
dansak.
It's in a jar.
And it's wifey that got me to do dansak and not jalfrezi, the other one. What did I say? Dansak and
Boona,
It's
yeah.
you that got me to try them two, and I did venture out
Boona's
then.
not hot. Is
Have
it?
you ever had a dopey arsehole?
Yeah, married him. No, I take that back. No, I take that back.
A dopey answer.
No, I never heard of it.
No?
Dopey arse is quite good. It's not hot.
And the chicken tikka salon, that's another. That's
Oh,
not
he
I have
loves
that
that
quite
one.
regularly, yeah. And that's not really hot, it's just nice.
Bob's quite adventurous, isn't he? He'll
Yeah.
have
He
whatever
never used to be.
You
He
need
never
to,
used to
Pauline.
be.
He does whatever the one of the week or
Life's
whatever.
too short. So many curries and not enough
Not
time.
enough time.
All right, well, we book every night next week.
But it has to be a chicken. I'm always a chicken.
But I
curry.
think, although I've had lamb curry and I've had beef curry, and I still think chicken holds the taste better than any of the other meats. I think chicken and curry. I like fish and curry, which
You
said
should try others.
Yeah,
you
no, I
wouldn't
don't
try
think
that.
I would.
But that was
Can we just talk? Can I just
I know what she's
stop
gonna
this for 1 minute?
What about poppadoms?
Wait
Are
a
you a
minute,
poppadom
Can I just
person?
say something?
Go
I
on.
did not appreciate, Dave, you
What?
that day. You know what I'm going to say, Jackie, don't you?
What day? What?
Just about to sit down and eat my toast when I come home from work. I got a video from Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I've never seen
I saved you one in the
anything.
fridge.
I was with you. I saw the butter and I was instantly feeling sick. And I was
She
with
don't do
you
butter, does she?
until I saw this.
You don't like butter?
No, only
No,
a tiny scrape.
only a scrape.
Oh, yeah.
Scrape at the most. Yours, this was swimming.
That was mine. That was mine.
Yeah.
It was now the flaky bit of the. I'm talking about fish. The flaky bit, I was with you, but you had the skin on the bread with all these onions and gherkin and. I've never seen anything.
That was the best lunch I've had.
So revolting.
for about a
He's been
year.
raving about it ever
Yeah,
since.
I've had it twice. I've got one more tub left.
Oh.
Guys, absolutely
For people
beautiful.
that don't know my video, because obviously no one does, apart from Dave and Jackie, it was you sent me a video of you making your lunch, didn't
Yeah.
you?
It was
You
roll
can
mop.
take
There's a
over
roll
from
mop
Pickled herring.
pickled herring sandwich in brown bread.
Oh, it looks. Oh, but the flake. What I liked the flakiness of the white fish. I like mackerel and toast.
It's about as fishy as you can get.
But it was.
But
the
then if you
skin
if
and
you
all that.
if you have a mackerel, it's got skin on the bottom, and you just
No,
eat
because
what's
I
on the
peel
top.
it off like
You can do that
this.
with a herring if that's what you want to do. You can.
Why
just
have you
peel
got it
off.
in your sandwich? That
Because-
slimy stuff.
It's not slimy at all.
Oh, it looks so horrible. Even Bob didn't like the look of it, did he?
No,
Really,
it doesn't
he's a
look.
ball.
I'll be honest.
Well, you don't.
Like he's
it doesn't
so
look-
adventurous.
It doesn't look nice. I mean,
No, it doesn't. And
Yeah, I
all the
think it
onions.
does.
And then you went on and go scrape it out of a few gherkins, all lovely. You're going, I'm like, oh my God. If I have a Big Mac, I take the gherkin out.
no, that's the best
Oh,
bit.
but you're
I push
spreading all
mine to the
fishy
end,
and
But
so
then
I get
onions
it.
make it sort of creamy. They're not.
Crunchy.
They're not. They're not quite sweet. The onions.
I only like red onion. Like,
Oh, for God's sake! There's no difference
If I
between a
have a
red
hot
onion
dog-
and a normal onion, apart from the colour.
no, Dave, I
Is
don't.
it sweeter and less?
Sweeter, much sweeter, and I like it
Less
raw.
oniony.
I can't stand a fried,
Do
slimy
you like a
onion.
cheese and onion roll or baguette?
No, I don't eat onion. I
You
like
said you like it raw.
red.
Red
Oh,
onions.
cheese
not-
and
not
red
white
onion.
ones.
I could eat raw white
It's
onion,
nice
but
cheese
I don't
and
like
raw
it once
onion
it's
go
fried.
together really
Yeah,
well.
I could
don't they?
yeah, but not this fishy, skinny. Oh, it was. Oh,
She's not going to be trying
it
it.
looked really soggy.
Well, when Yvonne comes over, I'm going to make
Oh,
her one
Yvonne,
for lunch.
show it. Send Eve on the video.
I will.
Yeah, do that and see
And
what
say,
she
yeah, do
thinks.
you fancy this for lunch?
Let her listen to this first, and then
All right.
send her the
I
video.
will.
Oh, because that was just horrible. You look so proud of yourself. When
Yeah,
Jackie
but-
put the
oh.
camera on you and you went, "Hey, I'm not joking."
I absolutely loved it, and I've had it again since.
But the butter, that's not
No, the
normal to have
butter's
that
me.
amount of butter.
That's
The butter, yes, she has all the butter.
I'm a butter lover.
Oh,
Because
It's
she,
not nice.
I have mine just in brown bread, but she had hers in white bread
Toasted.
with just very slightly toasted.
I think I would prefer that because if I have my mackerel,
But with
it's
no
on
butter
toast.
for you.
I think if you tasted that fish, you'd like it.
I think
Because I
she
love
would.
mackerel. I love mackerel. Tin mackerel or fresh
Mind you,
mackerel.
she says she don't like the gherkin. The
No,
pickled
I couldn't
gherkin.
have
Well, you don't have to have the
No, I
gherkins. You
wouldn't
leave
have
them in the tub.
That's
If you was
horrible
to
when
just,
you
if you was
unroll
just
it.
get rid of, your bias against it, and just
But I don't like the slippery looking skin.
we need to do the old thing where you blindfold, so you don't know what you're
Oh
eating.
no!
You'll go.
Wouldn't do
"Oh,
that with you. You
this is
put all
beautiful."
What
doggy
is
foods.
that?
It's oh no.
Kenobi whiskers.
Yeah, you would do to me as well, laughing your head off.
Anyway, get away from
Yeah,
that.
sorry, I just
Are
had
you
to say
poppadom or not poppadom?
Oh, definitely poppadom.
The only trouble is, it does sort of fill you up from the...
Only if you have just a little bit of poppadom.
They'll disappoint when there's about 10 of you, and they how many
Yeah.
poppadoms? 5.
5. No, look, so what's the point of
some
that?
people I've seen have
it's like a
there's
tower.
six of them, and they have 12. They have 2 poppadoms for every person,
Oh, no, I don't want that.
and then they have a starter, and then a
I didn't
meal.
know you could have
And a
starter
pudding,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
They do some really
They do,
nice
yeah.
starters. Oh, they do.
Onion barge is a starter.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a side.
No, we just incorporate
We
it.
just have it all.
We're probably slumming it as far as they're concerned, but we
I do
will.
like poppadoms, but they do start you off on the empty full thing. Then they get
Yeah,
you
I
up,
do
they
see
get you
what
up
you
to
mean.
a
They get you
quarter
up
before
to-
you even start.
Yeah.
So.
And we never want a whole rice either, do we? I'm not fussed
No,
about
we
a
only
whole
have, we only
rice.
have half a
I,
rice.
I like rice, but he's not keen.
Oh,
so.
I love rice, but I never feel like I want a whole
Yeah, I do
rice.
like the mushroom rice.
Mushroom
it
rice
does
is
bring
my
something to the
favourite.
party.
See, I like the
Yeah.
bit at the end where you've got just the sauce left and mixing
And a
the
little
rice
bit
in
of
with
naan.
it.
No, I like the naan
Oh, and the
bread.
naan as well.
You've got to mop
Some
up
people
the
won't
end.
like the naan bread, will they? Your mum would never have naan
No,
bread.
she
She
didn't.
said she had one bite of it and she said, full up.
Yeah, full up.
That's what I said to
Yeah.
you. That's what happens to me. So I wait until the very end when I'm nearly
And then it's
finishing.
your mop.
Yeah.
Your mop.
Your mop.
It is, though,
Start
isn't it?
mopping out the Indian
It is
restaurant.
mopping. It is your.
Oh, the mop up at the end
the
is the
end,
best part.
yeah.
Mind you, you say that you have a breakfast. I always
Oh, yeah, mop up at the
wipe
end.
your plate round afterwards.
Yeah, with your last bit of toast or bread.
If it's
Yeah,
bean
but
juice
don't
or
have, no.
But you don't
Oh,
mop
yeah.
up a roast dinner, do you? I used to as a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, I used
What,
to-
did you ask for bread
Yeah,
and
I used to ask
butter?
for a bit of bread and butter and mop up.
I think
Mop up
Dad
all the
used to do that
gravy.
years ago.
Maybe
when
it was
we
an
were
old
kids.
thing
He'd
then.
mop up. Yeah. He always had a bit of bread and butter with whatever
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
and did that at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, let's get on
Sorry.
to the old Sunday roast. Before we do Sunday roast, though, should we have a little question?
Oh yeah, right.
All right.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
This one here. Here we go. Oh, it's a long question. Right. You go first with this one, Pauline.
Oh no.
What is
an
the
exam.
oddest way you have accidentally hurt yourself?
Oh.
Is there anything there you think of, wifey? Or...
Many.
Go on, then.
Can you?
I've got a few, yeah. Well, apart from breaking my arm when I slid down the hill in the snow.
Yeah, but that's not really odd. That's a lot of people do that, don't they?
Yeah, all right, okay. The,
Well, they do, don't they?
the
Slip on
one
the
thing I had, well, there's two actually, but one of them was more of a shock than a hurt. One was a hurt and a shock. I was going down into the tube station years ago. I was going to court. I used to work in court. So I was going down the stairs to go to work at West Kensington, I think it was. And as I was going down the stairs, missed my footing at the top completely and went down the stairs spinning, head over heels.
Oh,
and it was a set of stairs, a flat bit and a set of stairs. And there was a bar that ran down the middle that
I
people
wish
held.
this was on film. don't you?
Oh, that'd be funny. No, it would.
And I-
Now it would. Looking back, now we know you were right.
As I went down the stairs, head over heels. Well, the world was just rushing past me, but the people were separating. So let
Letting
me
you
come
roll
through. Nobody
down.
stopped. So I
Yeah,
ended,
here she comes.
Here she comes.
I ended at a heap, and it was all black when I got to the bottom of the stairs, and I realised my skirt was over my head. So, and I'm facing the stairs as everyone's walking down.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a black skirt, a long black skirt on. It was
No
over me.
niggers.
Well, I'm
Excuse
not
me.
surprised about that. Oh.
And I sort of pulled my skirt down, realised it was my skirt, and everyone's looking at me. Are you all right? Are you all right? And
Oh, that's
I
embarrassing.
laddered all my tights and everything. Oh God, I got sitting cold. All my leg was cut, but I was all right. I'm more embarrassed than anything else. But when I got to the bottom of the stairs, where I'd been grabbing out for something I had someone's pass in my hand,
Oh.
and a ginger-headed bloke. I can still see it now. Short-haired ginger fellas.
So you grabbed his pass.
Don't know. Don't ask me how, where it came from.
And he didn't even notice.
Well, he would have done when he got out the tube the other end, wouldn't he? Because he'd already been through the barrier. But I took it back up. That's how. And I thought, right, just get to work. So I got into court, sat down in court, and I'm sitting there for all morning, making notes with the prosecutor, sitting doing my job properly. When lunchtime came and I went to stand up, I couldn't get up. My leg had kind of set in the sitting position and my tights had dried to my skin with the blood.
Oh.
So I went hobbling into the court staff that were there and asked them if they would be able to help me out. One of them went out, bought a new pair of ties, and the other one mopped it and put a bandage around it. But I managed to get home in one piece. But it was just one of, and it was so quick. You know, sometimes in films they slow down that falling. It wasn't. It was I fell like a stone. How I didn't bash my head. How I didn't. I was all over the place.
Bones.
Exactly. Well, I was younger. I bounced probably a bit more then. I wouldn't now. I wouldn't have survived it. And my other one was I went through a plate glass table.
I didn't mean
Sounds like a James Bond.
I got 3 months for that.
That was work as well. My very first job.
How do you go through it?
Well, I was a girl Friday, and I had to take up the managing director's morning coffee, afternoon tea. This was the afternoon tea bit of it. And when I got up there, it was a beautiful place. It was all architecturally perfect and red thick carpets that hit you under the armpits, white stick. It was a lovely building. Anyway, so I had to carry this bone china tea set, teapot, tea leaves, tea strainer. He'd got a guest because there were more than the usual 2 biscuits on there, so I knew he had someone in with him. And when I got up there, I couldn't get the door open. So I decided to hold the tray with one hand, do the handle and shove it with my bum.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
That was my idea. But what happened was the door opened quite quickly and I went flying in backwards. My bum went through a glass top coffee table and the tea went over my head and it was just a mess, an absolute mess. And he had a white shag pile carpet in his office. Do you imagine what that looked like?
Well, he
used to have.
So I got up. They didn't move. I could see the back of the guy that
They didn't jump up and
No.
How old were you at this point, roughly?
About 16, 17. Yeah, 16, 17. And the managing director was looking at me and I just got up. It was like these tubular glass coffee tables. You know, you must see them.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know whether I was hurt. That didn't come across. I went out that door. I'll go and get a cloth and I went out of the room. And there was a lady in the kitchen called Hermine who used to wear a white coat and she did all the cooking for the functions. That's a beautiful lady. And she said, come on, I'll come up and give you a hand. Anyway, we got up there. He wasn't there, nor was this guest. So I ended up with Hermine on the floor, clearing up all these bits of china, hoovering it, and you know. But the stain from the tea, it was never going to come out. So we moved the rug over, got rid of all the glass and the tube part of the table just so that he could come back in whenever he was ready. So nothing happened that day, but I was distraught.
Oh, it's a movie, isn't it? Right, time out. Your turn, Pauline.
No, I got to hear the end.
We heard about... Go on in, get to the end.
Well, the following morning I was summoned to his office and I sat in this big chair opposite him and he said... Well, that was quite a performance yesterday, wasn't it, Jackie? And
You could have checked you was
I'm
all
really
right,
sorry,
though, at
it
the
was
time.
an accident, da-di-da-di-da. And he said, well, you'd be glad to hear that we've actually got the my client's business, because I thought, and he said, and he hasn't laughed so much in ages because he could see what happened in the mirror that was behind his desk. So he said, we had such a good laugh that we had to leave. But you are all right. So I didn't get the sack. That was all I was worried about. I thought, God, if I get the sack.
I think they should have helped you at the time.
Well, I think they were in shock, so was I. But yeah.
That is embarrassing, I died.
Yeah,
right, Pauline, your turn.
I can't even think. I did hurt my foot once when Chris threw a dart in my foot. Oh, that did hurt.
What was he aiming for?
Dartboard. And I was being the dolly bird next to him, doing the numbers with the kids and calling out the numbers and all that, bare feet. And he went, pew, like this. He went, bing, bang. And I was looking at it like this. I was just looking down.
Did it rebound off the board or did it go straight in?
I reckon I was 10, 9.
Oh, okay. 10, 9.
You know, young. And it was just sticking out my foot like that. Didn't fall out. It was right in my foot, like this. And you know when I was just looking at it, and and I pulled it out. And when I pulled it out was
Should've
when it
left it in
hurt,
there, yeah.
when it really stung. He thought it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go?
That was quite unusual.
Did you go
Ray.
to the hospital?
No.
Oh.
If he is this, do you reckon he's having a little wry smile to himself?
Yeah, I bet he's thinking, I wish I'd done it harder.
I could have pinned both her feet to the floor. She'd never have gone anywhere.
I can't think of like unusual. That's quite unusual. Not many people have a dart thrown in their foot.
No, true.
What's yours?
One I just thought of when I was at primary school, and we had a spell of putting drawing pins on chairs, so when people come, they sat on it. This girl put a drawing pin on my chair, but instead of sitting on it, I knelt on the chair, and the drawing pin went in my knee, and it sort of scraped across the bone. And she I went like that, and the drawing pin was stuck in my knee, and she started crying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, because fleshy. Oh,
But I just sort of pulled it out. The other two, we was years ago when the kids were small. I went running upstairs to watch Saint on telly, and I jumped on the settee really hard.
Jackie's laughing, look.
And then I jumped up twice as quick
Why?
because I had a pair of scissors sticking out my back.
Oh!
Someone had been doing some sewing on the scissors on the settee sofa, and left the scissors pointing up. So,
she done that on purpose.
God, that was painful. Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was.
Oh, and you had the
painful.
eye as well, didn't you? The eye thing
The
with
eye.
the settee.
Oh yeah. That, but the one it was probably the strangest one was in the shower. I got in the shower about 10 years ago. I got in the shower. The first thing I do when I get in the shower is wash my face and hair.
Yeah.
And I've got the gel in my hand. I went like that, and my finger went up my nose. And it must have touched the top of my head. And God, did it bleed. I've never had a natural nosebleed ever. You know,
where you just get
kids used to get nosebleeds
yeah.
and lay them down, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that. But God, the trough at the bottom of the shower
Oh my God.
was just
Psycho.
I was standing in red. It was, I don't think it was ever going to stop. I thought, flipping hell, what's going on here? Like, you know, it didn't really hurt,
But you've done something.
yeah, but instead of going like that, I went straight up there.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but my finger wouldn't go that far up my nose, so I think it's just that.
Yeah, it would if you'd done it with enough force.
with loads of force.
It was
I
like
think
a
it's-
torpedo going up there.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
it was,
manufacturing.
Oh.
I thought, blimey, is this going to stop? Like, I even thought about laying on the bathroom floors if it
Put your
stopped
head
then. Yeah, but it did that. It gradually stopped, and I didn't see anyone about it. I think it just stopped naturally.
And he had a bus land on his finger.
Oh, I had a bus land on
But
it.
how does a bus land on your finger?
Well, I worked for London Transport in the 70s as a mechanic, and you used to have to change the front axle on a Routemaster bus, and you used to have to jack it really high, and then you had these big metal stands, and so you didn't leave it on the jacks, you put it on these stands. It was on the bodywork, and they had like little bobbles coming down, and the top of the stand had a hole in, and it used to fit in.
yeah.
And this one wouldn't go in. They always say, never put your finger in
Oh,
there.
no.
But I did, and it came down, and just as it came down, I pulled the finger out, and I put it in my other hand, and the blood was coming down. And I thought, God, I've lost my finger's still up there. My finger's stuck. My mate who was working with me, Jim, he goes, let's have a look. So I went running out the pit into the toilets, put the tap on, which was lucky was a foot.
Yeah.
Got the tap guy.
Was you scared to look?
Yeah, I was scared to look. And when I looked, it was this finger here, my left hand. He said it's a funny shape still. But the nail had come right up.
Oh.
Right up.
Not the top end, the bottom end.
The bottom end had come right out the skin. It had broken it from like the knuckle.
Down there, yeah.
But yeah, I'd go Lewisham Hospital. And that's the only time I ever had, what's the injection you have?
Yeah, the horrible one in your bum.
No,
Yeah, what's it called?
oh, bloody hell.
Tetanus.
Tetanus, that's it.
Yeah.
And God, blimey, I had an allergic reaction to the tetanus.
Oh, you never.
Yeah, I was sitting there in my overalls, and they gave me the injection. Mate Jim was still with me, and they cleaned it all up, and they gave this injection. And I thought, well, that morning I'd had me 2 pork sausage, egg, chips, and beans.
You didn't remember exactly
So I always have it every morning. And I was sitting there and I thought, you come over that sweaty,
Oh, I hate that. Yeah,
clammy.
I'm going to faint.
I thought, I'm going to be sick. So I said, Joe, I'm going to throw up. You're going to throw up. So he went, nurse, she's going to throw up. So she come along and she brought this little dick.
Kidney bin.
She put 2 Weetabix in front of me. I thought, that ain't going to be man enough. So I had to go run it to the loo. But I wasn't sick. It just made me go peculiar. I've never had one since. I wouldn't have one, I don't think. But yeah, that's my...
I just remember when he came home, he was knock at the door. Of course, I didn't expect him home because he was at work.
Yeah.
And I opened the door, he just stood there. He was pale, white, washed out. He had his hands in his pocket, and his pocket on the outside of his coat was red.
Oh, no.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, we got 2 off work, that was. But yeah, that's my... So we had some interesting ones here, didn't we?
Yeah.
God, blimey. Right, let's get round to this Sunday roast.
The scissors was the funniest one.
This is hilarious.
So, if you got the ideal Sunday roast, Pauline, what's on your plate?
I hate to bore everyone.
Chicken.
Roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, parsnips,
Definitely parsnips.
sweet corn. I love sweet corn. I love pigs in blankets. We only seem to have that at Christmas.
Mm.
But I do love pigs in blankets. That's about it, isn't it? I can't think.
Well, gravy.
Gravy, obviously. Oh,
No
you
other
can't
green
have gravy.
veg, no carrots, no broccoli.
Green veg, carrots, surely not.
Well,
I love broccoli. I love cauliflower.
What about a sprout?
I love sprouts, but I only have them at Christmas and all.
Why?
Don't know, because I love them.
They're available all year
do you
round.
have your sprouts boiled or roasted?
Always have boiled until 2 years ago, and I think it was you
Yeah.
that told me to not boil and roast them, and then that's what we did.
Cut them in half and
it's-
just roast
it's
them.
completely different, much better.
Taste better.
Yeah, I'm not really fussed about the veg as long as it's got sweet corn. Then what other veg? As long as it's not peas or carrots.
Do you ever go out for Sunday roast?
No. Last time I went out for Sunday roast was with you.
Yeah, we didn't pay, did we?
Oh yeah.
Shh, they might not listen.
I got to tell. I think we might have told it at the time, but
Yvonne was with us, wasn't she?
yeah, there was about, I don't know, 8 of us?
No,
10?
Can you imagine if they're listening?
And we went to Sunday roast in this local pub.
It was for your birthday, wasn't it?
Mm,
But
yeah,
we asked for we all had drinks, and I think some people had puddings.
I did.
And we asked for the bill. When the bill, we always play this game where we guess the amount of the bill. And
Makes us sound really sad.
everyone was saying 180, 220. And when we got the bill, it was 81 quid. We thought, that can't be right. And when I looked at his itemised, there was no meals on it. It was just the puddings and the drinks.
Yeah.
So we said, come on, we're leaving.
You was in the
So-
I was in the toilet. Yeah.
I left them a tip with the on the
We
table.
all licked it so
Well,
fast.
why we come out of the toilet? I grabbed the robe and said, "What?"
And ran around the place.
They ran out of place. We drove off as fast as we could.
I still didn't know until we got back what the blooming heck was going on.
You've been there since, haven't you? You haven't
Yeah.
got a wanted poster on the wall, I
No,
think.
no.
She went there with her mate.
That was a bargain. That was there.
I went there with Bob.
Oh,
And
with
Bob.
yeah.
Bob.
That's my
Yeah,
first
so that was
meal out with Bob on our own. Just the two of us.
Oh.
Him and me. It was really nice.
we go on there weeks away, and that we go for a Sunday roast. We got one.
Oh, the
we
best.
got one booked up, and we go to Lymington, down in the New Forest, and we got one booked up already.
Yeah, but the best. I mean, I've had many roasts, but I've got to be honest. I
not the same.
I never enjoy my own Sunday roast if I've cooked it.
You are joking.
I much
you.
prefer to eat what's prepared for me.
Yeah, she's not saying she doesn't like it. What she's saying, it's better to have it to just
Yeah,
have
to
it
be
cooked
not.
have it
for
put in
you.
front.
Yeah, that's.
But
yeah.
we went to the Robin Hood in Droitwich, was it?
drop
The
with
best 3
the Robin
meat
Hood.
roast. It was
It was-
absolutely
it was really
beautiful.
good. It was really good.
I always find that if you have a roast out, it's just the roast potatoes. It's just never got it. It's never it. It's never right.
it.
I know what you're saying.
It's just
yeah.
not right.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes I think it depends whether they're cooking it and bringing it or whether it's been sat.
Yeah, they
Some of these places-
they probably cook hundreds of them and just
Yeah.
pick 4 or 5.
I mean, it's when they're under these hot lights, when you go and help yourself, you don't know how long
Like
they've
a
been under
carve
there.
room.
Yeah. I For me, the potatoes never hit the mark. But their cauliflower cheese. Would you have
I love cauliflower cheese.
Yeah, their cauliflower cheese is really good. So
The one thing I don't have is Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Because
Bob will say
especially
unbelievable.
Especially if you go to a carvery, because you take your plate up and half the plate space is taken up by this Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah,
so
love it.
I just skip the Yorkshire. They're always disappointed with. That's the reason they do it, isn't it? Because that costs them about 5p.
But I'm not thinking about I love Yorkshire.
No, what I'm thinking is all the veg you can have instead of that Yorkshire pudding.
But you say that I saw, I can't remember where I was, something on a menu about their roast, and their roast came up in a Yorkshire, and I thought, I don't think I'd fancy that.
I don't know about that.
Nah, it's too much Yorkshire.
So it's a big old Yorkshire with the veg, the meat, and everything in the middle. Now the whole of the bottom of it is going to be soggy as heck, isn't it? It's going to be like a wet rag.
A wet bread.
Yeah.
Your roll mops.
That's a Yorkshire thing, isn't it?
You can buy a Yorkshire pudding wrap, can't you, with all in?
Yeah,
and you hold it like this.
Well, I suppose if you're out and that's something different.
I love Yorkshire pudding. I can't be without
that. It's just
that.
an old storage, isn't it? Really?
No, I love it. I can't be
though,
without that. Yeah, but Nan's and Evans was the best Yorkshire pudding in the world.
Joan always used to love
it.
It does. Her mind come out like modern art.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I'd never.
I don't know.
I can't do it. Auntie Bessie, straight in the oven.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I'm not. Sometimes I buy them and put them in the freezer because you don't like them. I'm not going to make me just one, am I? So
yeah.
I don't dislike them. I just think they're not necessary. They just
that's but they're so necessary.
I'm with you on the stuffing. I mean,
I love stuffing. And Vic's good at stuffing, isn't she?
But
I've got the recipe now. I know what to do.
I need that recipe.
My favourite roast is lamb with mint sauce. That's great.
I do like some mustard.
Oh, I don't really do mustard. That's the only thing.
Bob likes whole grain mustard.
Or I like pork with the apple sauce as well. That's good. Do you have cranberry?
No.
No.
The thing is, when you go to a carvery, they don't very often have chicken. It's normally turkey.
It's normally
isn't it?
turkey, which is then I love.
And
turkey.
I like it because it's quite moist.
Yeah.
And
the one thing I would never have is gammon.
Oh, Lewis loves gammon. That's one of his favourites.
Bob loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's just salty.
I like gammon. But gammon is for egg and chips.
Yeah, bacon.
Yeah, not for roast.
No, I wouldn't do it for roast.
It's quite salty as well.
But the star of the show is parsnips. I could just eat a plate of
honey glazed parsnip.
Yeah, honey glazed, or just as they come. I'm a big fan.
When we went on holiday, just gone, your roast dinner was so good, wasn't it?
Oh. Trying to cook on that oven that I absolutely hated. I wanted to throw the oven out the window.
You did a good job of it. It was so nice.
Well, yeah, I do my best.
If I don't drink wine, hardly, literally never. But if I have a roast dinner, the glass of white wine goes. The only thing I think that was from being young, not a kid, obviously, but where we, on a Sunday when we're at home, because we go down Nan's on every other Sunday, and Mum done a roast dinner, and like I said before, she always let me have a little glass of wine. And I think that I've got that.
It's the habit,
connection.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But does it have to be wine?
Hang on a minute. So if you like white wine with a roast dinner, surely you like white wine with anything.
I can't. If I'm having a glass of wine, it has to be with the food. I can't. You know, some people on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, go to the pub and have a glass of wine.
I don't
do that. I only have it with a meal.
It goes with the food,
so
especially a roast.
So why don't you do it when you go for any other sort of meal, like surf and turf?
Maybe you should give it a try. You might be missing out on something.
I only have chicken, Dave.
Surf and turf.
Is that not steak and chicken? What is surf and turf?
Surf and turf.
Fish and meat.
Fish and chicken. Or fish and...
Oh, right. Well, whatever meat you have.
I probably would go with that. I just don't. I don't think...
You're a weird one and no mistake.
Yeah, I know. It only enters my mind, glass of wine, when I'm having a roast dinner. I think,
she does have your similar blood going through her, remember? Half of her is a bit of you.
We are the same, Dave. We are the same.
You are a bit particular about stuff, though.
I've got the Rivette blood running through my veins, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, this is true. Their DNA must be very similar.
It must be. At that point, you was meant to say, of course I like it. No, you just went...
Yeah, well... I don't know, I'm just going to be really finding this one difficult.
This is
I've
too
got to
hard.
say.
This is really hard. I love them both in equal measures.
That's good though, isn't it?
Yeah, so how are we meant to
Well,
sort this
All right.
out?
You're on death row.
oh, we've had this
last
conversation
year.
last time,
Oh,
weren't
well, I don't know. I wasn't there, was
we?
I?
Yeah. No, we've had that conversation.
What's
We even
wrong with
discussed what was the best way to go.
Oh, God.
Hanging's better than an
Hanging
electric
is
chair.
quicker.
Yeah.
Are you swaying one way for this?
I like them both.
Yeah, me too.
But-
this could be a final for me. These are my two.
In the course of a year, what do you reckon you have most? A Sunday roast or an Indian meal?
Sunday roast,
Yeah.
probably.
But
Because the
we used
curries
to
are
have-
going
we
out.
used to have a Sunday roast every Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we don't
Oh, I
anymore.
don't.
It's,
We don't
it's
now.
quite rare now.
Yeah. I don't know.
But sometimes I'll do, if we're doing a dinner in the week, I'll say to him, do you fancy roast potatoes with it instead? So it could be a chops or something, and just to do roast
Yeah.
potatoes.
Ask her for
Keep
one.
my
She said,
hand
no, do yourself a cheese sandwich.
That is not true.
Be happy
You,
with
you can
that.
tell by the shape of him that isn't true.
Bread and butter, and that's it. Oh, when I was a kid, growing up and lived at home, that
Yeah,
was
every
our
Sunday,
thing every
yeah, every
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
And I used
Of course,
to
your
love
dad was a butcher as well, so he was never
and
short of meat.
That exciting feeling when Mum would shout out, "Dinner's nearly ready," and you hear that of the electric knife going with Dad cutting the meat, and you're hungry, and I can't wait. My little glass of wine that I was allowed on that day.
Even though he was only 6.
I was 5. Lever Milch it was. I remember the name.
God, have you ever
sweet.
tasted that now?
No.
It's like paraffin. That's all there was though in the 70s.
Yeah.
Just leave from milk and
Black Tower.
Riesling.
Oh, Blue Nun.
That was leave from milk.
Oh, Blue Nun.
Yeah, they were both leave from milk. Blue Nun, Black Tower. There was another one as well, but I can't remember. Yeah, the German ones dominated back then, but then you discovered the better stuff.
And dessert, we'd have Viennetta.
I've got one in the
every
freezer.
week?
No, not every week, but that was one of my favourites.
We've eaten the mint
Viennetta.
one. We've
Did
got
you have Black Forest Gatto?
Oh, Black Forest Gatto, yes.
definitely. Well, I was saying to you the
No, I
thing-
was saying the other day.
No, what I was saying to you, I was telling you the other day about one of my puddings that I used to have when my nan used
Desserts, darling.
to. All right, dessert.
Afters.
We were South London, mate. And the occasional pudding would be Yorkshire pudding with treacle.
No, I can't picture this. I can't imagine.
It is.
Oh, obviously.
I might not like it as much now because it'd probably be a bit too sweet for me. But back then, this Yorkshire pudding with just treacle on it, God, it was a sticky mess, and it was great. It was
I don't know
great,
how-
but I don't know.
that.
I don't know where that came from. My nan didn't come from Yorkshire, but every now and again we would have that as our dessert.
I'll
And
tell
you
you what was
always had a
strange. When I worked for London Transport, there was quite a few West Indian lads. Not most of them were from Jamaica, but there were a Grenada and a couple of Barbadians flown in. They.
Yeah.
I don't know if it insults them saying they were West Indians, but whether they feel like England and Scotland. Oh, you're British. Scotland,
Yeah.
the bloke. I'm not. You know. But when we used to go to the canteen and have a dinner, and they used to have a dessert as well, they'd eat the dessert first.
Oh.
Not all of them, some of them. Dickie Brooks used to.
Mm-hmm.
It was they'd have like apple pie and custard, and then like a
And
little
then a
little
dinner.
roast dinner or bangers and mash. They'd eat the pudding first, and then have the dinner afterwards,
that
which
don't-
is I've
yeah.
never seen before or since. But
No.
it just came into my mind when you was talking about puds.
Yeah, that don't feel right to me. You
No.
just see sweetie stuff's got to be after, innit, when you've finished.
Afters.
Yeah. Or one thing I don't like, which Dad used to love, and probably still does, jam roly poly.
Oh,
Oh,
what about Arctic roll?
I like Arctic roll.
Yeah, that's a jam roly
yeah.
poly with ice cream. Come
No, but
on,
jam roly poly is so sweet, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
really sweet.
but it's
I
not.
never liked Battenberg, did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now that's
mate.
really sweet, but I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anita did a great pudding, didn't she? She used to do the
Yeah, that's their
roulade,
sister-in-law.
homemade roulade. Oh, my God, it's just to
that's good.
die for. It was lovely. It's fantastic cook. Fantastic.
I'm not a big pudding person. I prefer
I
the
am.
main dude.
You like a bit of cheese, though, don't you? You like a bit of cheese.
Yeah,
And
especially you've got a bit of wine left, or a drop of wine left.
Yeah.
A bit of cheese.
drop of wine.
Cheese and a cracker.
And a grape.
And a grape, yeah.
Yeah.
and Bob has Santa Girl with
Strawberries.
strawberries. They
I
go
never
together.
really got that strawberries.
But
and
he
cheese,
said once someone introduced him to it, he said, I've just never, I love it. He loves it.
right,
Well,
I
we
think,
still don't know what
I
way
think
we're
we're
going.
going to have to vote soon. So is anybody ready?
Well, I'm going to go on how I feel right now. I'm thinking, if someone said to
Oh,
me,
is that fair? Because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's not now. It's 10 past 11. But are you? You can't go. You feel right now, can you?
all right,
You've
then.
got to go.
When I yearn for
What has given you the
something-
most pleasure in the past?
When I yearn for something to eat, it's usually curry. But I have them days where I say to you, God, I really fancy a roast, but it's not as often as I fancy a curry.
I think mine's
So
going to be
I'm going to
roast.
have to be curry.
Oh, so then I'm going to have to be roast because
So
We haven't got to be roast.
No, I
You
was
don't
in
have
my
to go
head.
against them.
No, it's what I'm thinking in my mind because curry is I love. If I'm eating out, I want a curry. I don't order hardly ever. Couldn't even tell you when I ordered a takeaway curry. But my eating out, but my roast dinner, I don't think.
is it
if I
because
had to get
it's a
rid,
comfort thing?
I'm trying to think of if I had to get rid of one, I can never eat it for the rest of my life. The thought of never eating a roast dinner for the rest of my life.
I couldn't
Yeah.
bear
I'd be
not
so
eating a curry.
upset.
But that feeling when you're out with the family and you have that
I know,
first-
but what if you never have one of them ever again?
It will be the same. You're sitting there in the evening eating a Sunday roast.
Can we just have them both go through this? I'll go to Sunday roast
I'll
because
go curry. So
oh no, Dave.
it's up to you then.
If I could never, if I've got to get rid of one for the rest of my life, I can't get rid of a roast. Then roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, meat, veg. Oh,
I wonder if it's possible to
Have a curry roast.
a curry roast.
we could try it.
Big Bombay potato, that big, like, you know. Yeah, I suppose you
Might have
could-
found a little
Curry
niche
sauce
there.
or maybe a roast
Tandoori
potatoes.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could. You wouldn't have rice with it, though, would you?
No.
Only soak up the gravy.
That's the thing about Greece. You go to Greece, and whatever meal you go for, they give you rice and chips or rice and potatoes, which I've
So,
never
I don't get
never
that.
understood that, but they do. But all right, deciding vote.
Don't forget, say like you never have it again for the rest of your life.
I could live without the roast, but I don't think I could go my whole life without an
Well,
Indian
never have a
roast.
roast potato again, like crispy, fluffy roast potato.
Ah, but you can have a roast potato, but it's not part of a Sunday roast. She does roast potatoes with sausages.
Well, I'm going curry then. I just split my roast up round. No, I'm going roast.
Because the roast potatoes is only part of the
No, but
roast dinner, isn't it?
It ties it all in.
I'll still say that sag paneer is the greatest food ever in the history of the world. Anyone who hasn't tried sag paneer, pick it up with a bit of naan and just taste it.
Oh, it is nice.
It is gold.
It is.
Well,
I agree
I'm
with you.
thinking about trying making my own because you can buy paneer and you can buy spinach, can't
Yeah.
you? But I don't know what
How do you
the
do
sauce
this?
is. I don't know. I'm going to find
You
out.
should ask him.
Yeah.
He's very friendly down there, isn't he, our local?
So I'm opening up my own Indian. How do you do?
How'd you do it?
Yeah, because we went next door, it was fully booked, wasn't it? We went the one next door, which we had been before, but his sag paneer was nowhere near as good as...
No, it used to be
Yeah,
really
well,
good in there, but it's no. I
And
was
sag
the same,
disappointed.
was it?
And it is different every Indian restaurant
Yeah.
you go
Yeah,
in.
they've all got their own take on it. So
Yeah, some are good, some are...
One of Lewis's dinners turned out fluorescent green, didn't it?
did, yeah.
Which was
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
meal that
was
he
that when
had.
we was away?
That was
No.
on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he loved it, didn't he?
loved it.
He looks a bit shocked when it
we
arrived.
thought
but
he'd ordered a whole plate of
nuclear waste.
it was really bright green.
Right, I'm going to go for the old curry. I'm sorry, Sunday roast, but your history.
Oh,
Can't believe it. Well, I can believe
it's not
it.
Real.
'cause
You're not really not going to
Oh,
it feels like
It's
it.
only in the format of this.
But that little word, curry, as soon as I think of it, my mouth starts to
Yeah.
water and I'm thinking, what am I going to have? Although I normally have the same thing.
So it's an Indian full
What's the
English
other ones?
full English final at Wembley.
Oh.
Bobby will be back for that, I can assure you. Right, anything else to say before we go, Paul?
No, I'm done, thank you.
Where are you going now?
Hastings.
No,
Well,
you're not. No,
nationwide.
via the
Going
nation-
nationwide bank.
Are the roads terrible down there, Pauline? Potholes and stuff.
I'm thinking nationwide.
I thought he said
Road is down
roast,
the
so the
road.
roast's bad. I thought, what's he
I
talking
thought Kent was bad,
Oh,
but
it's
Sussex,
bad. Yeah,
Jesus
it's really
Christ. Anyone
bad.
living in Sussex, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Their roads are atrocious.
Very potholes. Big
Yeah.
ones.
So you're going to have a roast with your dad tonight?
Probably, yes.
There you go.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, she's going down today.
I'm going today.
It's only Tuesday, isn't it? Oh, no, it's
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
I have to come back Saturday early
She
evening.
hasn't, what are you
So
saying? She's got to have it on Sunday?
It can be a different day.
have
Can have it
Saturday
any day.
roast, yeah. But if you have it on another day, at lunchtime, it
feel
feels
right.
like it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
It puts it all out of whack, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Mind you, she's
It's
always
nothing
out of
worse
whack
as well
anyway.
than
No, I mean,
No,
because
no,
your body
because
clock
my
with
body,
work
yeah. And a good film, a good Sunday film, and
Okay, we're done. Wifey, you got a word to leave us with?
coconuts.
Okay, see you. See you next time.
Bye.
I got a lovely bunch of